What's up guys? Hope you're doing well. Today is going to be a little special video. It's going to be a Q&A where I'm going to try to answer the question you asked me on Instagram. There is many of them. Wow, that's very dramatic with the pigeons. So yeah, there's many of them. My friend Elijah behind the camera is going to read them to me and I'll try to reply the best as I can. So I'm going to do a small presentation because I guess there is a lot of people that don't really know me and just see me pop on Instagram, TikTok and even YouTube. So my name is Nathan Bazes. I'm 22-year-old, I'm French. I'm currently living in Sofia, Bulgaria. I've been training calisthenics for the past 6 years. I started in October 2018. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, my goal is not to become the strongest athlete ever, but I want to create something, a vibe, a universe, and also I would like for younger people to learn about this sport and to make it grow, because I won't do this sport forever, and I want other people to start it, become great at it, understand it, and I hope this video can help a little for that. But basically on this channel what I'm doing is some vlogs. Sometimes I can do only tips videos, but mostly vlogs of my trainings where I'm just showing what I'm doing during my workouts, and that's not really entertaining. So if you're looking for entertainment like jokes and like cool editing and stuff, it's not going to be here. But if you're looking to learn calisthenics and like have maybe a good time, like the vlogs are made to be listened during the warm-up, for example, or even during your session. It's not something that you should focus on because it's mainly me talking about how I feel during the workout, etc. It can be boring, of course, but I think that there is a lot of information that are interesting. Anyway, let's start the freaking Q&A. So, first question, which is most likely the most asked, is my height and my weight. So I'm 160 centimeters, so 5'3", and I currently weigh 60 kilograms. I don't know how much it is in pounds, but yeah, 60 kilograms. When I'm competing, I'm trying to go down to 57. Something like that. But yeah, 57, 60 kilo would be where I'm the strongest, let's say. So, my friend Elijah right there, do you have a question for me?
Yeah. How many years did it take you to learn a full planche?
How many years did it take me to learn full planche? That's a good question. So I would say to learn a bad form full planche, it took me something like 3 months maximum. Now I know a lot of people can learn it faster and a lot of people can learn it way slower. The question is not rather how much time did it take me, the real question is how much time is it going to take you. We don't really care how much time it took me. I don't think it's relevant to compare yourself, especially in this sport where everything is so difficult and everything is so related to each body persons. So yeah, for me I would say something like 3 months for a bad form planche, good hold, 3-4 seconds, something like that.
What skill are you most proud of achieving?
So yeah, that's a good question. What skills I am most proud of achieving? I would say Van Gelder. The Van Gelder on rings, that's my biggest achievement in this sport to me. Then I'm happy to have unlocked SAT, but I don't consider it mastered since right now I don't have a combo with it. I cannot do a pull-up to SAT or stuff like that. So I would say, yeah, I'm happy about SAT, I'm happy about my multis on the floor press, stuff like that, but the biggest achievement for me would be a clean Van Gelder to press, to negative hold and stuff. That's the biggest thing I've done in my whole career, I think, yeah.
some new things you want to see people start doing in calisthenics?
Wow. That's again a really freaking good question. Things I would like to see people doing in calisthenics more, basically. Well, I would like to see people experiment more, but in relevant stuff. Like we've seen weird planches on weird grips. I don't think it's really relevant. I think that you have something that exists, which is planche, front lever, Maltese, every movement on the floor, one-man stand, every movement on the ring, etc. Different supports. And with that, you can experiment and you can create your own transitions. There is so many transitions possible with the human body, and only very few have been done. I'm thinking of, for example, Levan that is trying to, or at least that was trying to experiment with thumb transitions, floor, finger transition, difficult movements. And I would like to see people try to push this sport a little more, not only in volume wise, because it's very fun to see like a 10, 10, 10, 10 push-up, 10 presses, 10-second hold. It's fun, okay, it's cool, but to me it's quite irrelevant and it's quite boring. I want to see, of course, where this can go, of course, what can be the most volume a human being can do, of course, that's very interesting and important to me, but I want to push the artistic aspect of the sport also. I think it's quite important and mandatory if we want to see this sport grow. We need to push the strength part, the technique part, and the artistic part all together. So to summarize, yeah, I would like to see people experiment more with what the human body is capable of in this sport. Okay, let's get there. We have 3 freaking good questions. I can't believe there was someone that asked this question. Did you invent them?
No, these were all legit.
Continue with the questions. Let's go.
Okay. So here's a personal one. Do you like shonen mangas?
I do like shonen mangas for sure. So if you're asking for like my favorite shonen manga, it would be very classic. For shonen, I'm really into like Attack on Titan. I don't think it's a seinen. I would be really into freaking One Piece. At one point, I was really into One Piece. I was really into Bleach, also insane Bleach. I was not too much Dragon Ball Z fan, but yeah, I'm more into seinen, to be completely honest. More adult stuff. If I can recommend you more adult stuff, I would go like Gantz. I would go like freaking Blame. I would go Berserk, of course. I would go Shamo, very freaking good boxing karate manga. And Goodnight Pun Pun. I read it very recently. It's very good. But in anime, yeah, I'm not a big anime fan. I like the music and stuff. Gurren Lagann, insane. Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, all of this. Evangelion, insane. So yeah, I think I said enough, but you have a bit an idea of what I like watching in terms of media, Japanese animation.
All right. Here's one a lot of people are asking.
Okay.
Why did you decide to move to Bulgaria?
That's a really nice question. So the OGs know that I did not arrive in Bulgaria yesterday. I'm here since now 3 years. And why did I move? Well, it was a bit of a difficult situation because of COVID and of family relation and stuff. And so I was not managing to like study correctly or to find a job correctly and stuff. And I had friends that moved from France to Bulgaria, and they like invited me to come. And I was like, well, freak it, right? Like I only have that to do, so let's do this. So I arrived, and then very quickly I found a nice job, I found a nice apartment, and with time I learned to like the place. I find my girlfriend, and I'm able to train, of course, in the legendary gym with Christoph, with Kamenov, with all of these legends. And yeah, I learned to like the place, so I decided to stay, because in France I did not have much to make me stay. But not so long ago, I came back to France for maybe 8 to 10 months to see my family and spend some time with them. But it did not make me very happy after all. So I decided to come back, and now, yeah, I'm on my third year of Bulgaria, and I really like it. I like this place. Hope I replied to your question, dude.
Back to calisthenics.
Yeah.
What's the best advice you can give to someone who wants to reach a high level?
Nice question. Damn. Well, the high level of right now is not going to be the high level of when you will be high level. You see what I mean? Like, this sport is progressing a lot, and the gates, the mental gates are being broken every month a little more. Like, when I first started calisthenics, it was unbelievable to do a sat. Sat was not even existing. Doing a Maltese was insane and stuff, and now it's pretty common stuff. It's high level, of course, it's elite stuff, but it's pretty common, right? So, first of all, do not put any preconceived notion like gates in your mind. Be open to everything, because everything is almost possible in this sport, right? Of course, there is volume gates that cannot be broken. Nobody will do 100 push-up, 100 press, and 100 second hold, of course. But you need to keep your mind open to possibilities. You need to experiment. You need to train hard, very often, very specifically. You need to be coached by me. No, but yeah, I think that's already big things. You need to maybe have friends that want the same thing as you, so you can train together and learn together. And you need to always be able to go out of your session and learn something about this session, even if it was a bad training. You need to enjoy the process. It's very dumb what I'm saying, but it is completely true. You need to learn to love the process. You need to learn to love the pain, learn to love the no progression. You need to learn to love everything about this sport, and it's very difficult. And I don't think that this sport is made for everyone. I think that the majority of people can do this sport, but I don't think that this sport is made for the majority of people, because it's hard, because it's long, it takes time, and it's ungrateful. It's very ungrateful. This sport is very, you can give 100% to this sport and it will only give you back very small, and to your friend you can give 5% of intensity and you will get a lot. So yeah, don't compare yourself to people. Be patient and be open-minded, and I think that's that. Good luck, man.
All right, next question. What is your ultimate ambition?
Ultimate ambition? Well, first of all, live out of this sport, being able to have a decent life, like not living at someone's place, or like eating not as much as I want and stuff. I want to have a decent life via this sport, right? By coaching, by social media and stuff like that. I want to be able to live out of this sport. That's my passion. That's something I truly love, and that's something I think, pretty good at. And more than that, more than my person and my personal ambition, I want to see this sport become something great. I don't necessarily want it to become like mainstream and at the TV and stuff, but I want this sport to grow in a way that it is more easy for a young athlete to be recognized, to be acknowledged by people, and to not give up this sport because it's not known, and because you can't make money out of it, and because nobody cares about this sport. I want to create a community that will push each other, and that will ultimately make this sport a better place for every athlete. Maybe it's a bit pretentious to think that I can do all of that, but that would be the ultimate goal, I think, to make this sport grow in any shape or form, and if possible, if I'm able to live out of it, that would be great. Okay, let's pause 2 seconds. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We needed to change spot because the microphone ran out of battery, so we went in a small shop to get new battery, and we're back. Okay, so Elijah, do you have more questions?
Yeah, we got more questions. Here's one about you. What kind of music do you like to listen to when you train?
Nice question. So right now I'm in a certain phase of like scrums, post-hardcore, alternative rock, and like emo music in general. But I've been like into dubstep. I've been into this kind of stuff. I've been into hard wave. I know calisthenics is really hard wave, but it's just not touching me anymore. And I'm not. I don't know. I could planche. I could do stuff. I visualized the idea of like being on the wave and being on the sound, doing stuff on the sound like that. It's just not emotional enough for it to touch me. So yeah, I would say emo. But as long as there is an emotion and I'm feeling this emotion, I'm going to listen to this song. It can be rap, it can be whatever. But right now I'm in a phase of emo. What I liked also, it was breakcore, was freaking cool. And in general, yeah, as long as there is a strong emotion that I'm feeling, I'm going to use it in the training. And but yeah, I think it's important to have your own style of music when you're training. And not maybe use a song of someone else. Like, find your own music that will talk to you and that will like make you feel special and feel something special, because that's part of the style. Of course, that's part of who you are and what you're doing, right? If you're like listening to not mainstream, you can be strong and listen to mainstream music. That's not the problem. It's that your style will be more precious and more niche, and will be less precious and less niche than if you are truly trying to work on your music preferences and style. It's a bit difficult to speak about this topic because it's to each their own, of course. Like everyone have his own type of music and everyone have his own likings, but yeah, I hope you understood my point, and yeah, that's about it.
Here we got a good one. When you started this sport, what were the athletes that inspired you the most?
Damn, that's also a very, very cool question. So when I started, there was this French team that was, I'm pretty sure it still exists and it's still relevant and stuff, but the name was Outsiders. It was a French team, as I said, and since I'm French, I was really looking up for like meeting them and maybe training with them, and I really wanted to reach the level of Livan, of Onizuka, of all like Dailong and all the people that were in Outsiders at this time. Very old athletes, like I'm saying old, but like it was like 8 years ago, something like that. Well, maybe not 8, maybe 7. Like Jules Matuzu, like Sergei Bashmakov, like Valera Kishenko, was very inspired by this guy. Kryptaslava was really inspired by Mayeli, was really inspired by Mani, by who else? When I begin, I'm not speaking about beginning. Of course, I was watching at the very, very beginning the videos of Chris Heria, that I am not blessed to work with because I'm actually sponsored by Tenix, the brand of Chris Heria, the team of Chris Heria. So that's very freaking cool. Who else inspired me to begin? There was Valentin, Outsiders, inspired me a lot to begin with planche and to be strong, of course. And yeah, I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of people. I think of Phoenix, also Phoenix, insane. Tio, Outsiders, insane. Look them up, huh? Look them up on Instagram, guys, huh? Because it's people that are still relevant now, even though most of them, most of them stopped. If you're watching their video of 2017, 18, 15 for someone, they are still relevant to this day. Xiao Gangpao, also Chinese athlete, inspired me a lot when I first started. And that's about it. I think I could spend my night on this question, like name dropping and stuff. But yeah, I think you have a good idea of who inspired me the most when I started. But now, nowadays, I'm not inspired by any athlete. I can be like inspired to train by someone, but you don't have, first of all, to be a strong athlete. Can be a weaker athlete than me. But just his vibe, I don't know, it's just making me want to train. And often, sometimes also, it can be dumb and selfish, of course. But sometimes I'm like, yeah, you need to train more so the new generation will have difficulty to be stronger than you and stuff. It's dumb, okay, it's selfish and stuff. But I don't know, it drives me. It's not inspiration, but it's drive. And of course, I have my friend like Livan, Dailong, Elias, everyone. So they are helping me to keep going by their energy, right? But I think at a certain point of your progression, the only thing that should inspire you is yourself. You should be driven by your own energy that is within you, not by something you're seeing on social media and stuff. Because it's very easy to inconsciently copy the performance of someone else, and if you do so, then you will lose some of your style. It's like a writer is not going to, like when he have his style and know how to write and stuff, he's going to start reading less and less and less to develop his own universe and his own style and not copy the style of someone else. It's the same for movies, for art, for writing, for everything. And especially in calisthenics, I think it's good at one point to like stop watching stuff on Instagram. Keep yourself updated on what's happening, of course, it's important. But like being inspired after a certain level of strength, I think it can become counterproductive. Wow, I'm doing very long answers. Do we have another one?
Yeah. So let's have a sort of coaching question.
Okay.
What can you suggest for wrist pain on the planche?
So in general, this sport is uncomfortable for your body. So you will have some time of adaptation. If you're a real beginner, you will have to adapt and your body will hurt. Your wrist will hurt, your elbow will hurt and stuff. So since you're going to be in pain anyway, you need to find a position that will make you feel the most comfortable in the pain. It's quite weird to understand, but like if pronation hurts you and it's been 1 year that you're working on pronation and it hurts you a lot, maybe switch, maybe try to do supinated. If supinated hurt you, maybe try to do finger. If finger hurts you, maybe try to do supinated on the floor. Maybe try to do rings, maybe try another support. Maybe don't do planche, maybe do something else. Find something that makes you feel the way you normally should, right? If you're working on something and it hurts you as much as when you started, maybe it's not the right one. What you can also do is work on like flexibility movement. Like for example, what I like to do is to take bars, for example. You put your hand in like a planche position kinda, and you're going to pull on your hand. It's going to bend your wrist and you're going to be able to work especially where you're in pain. And once you find the pain, you're going to wait a couple of seconds, I would say 10, 15, 20 seconds in the pain, breathe and relax. move a little, wait for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, redo, and you'll find out that the pain will be a bit more numb when you'll have to planche. Have a proper warm-up, especially if you have pain. Like, I'm not a big fan of warm-up, but if you have specific pain in your body, warm up, okay, it's important. But specific warm up. Like, I don't want you to do stuff like that. I want you like, I have pain in my wrist. Okay, I'm going to do specific motion on my wrist to feel where I have the pain and focus on it, and maybe try to stretch it, maybe try to move it to put some pressure on it. Specific, stay specific in the training, in the warm-up, and yeah, I think if the pain don't go away after all of that, change support, maybe do supinated and stuff, and if really it does not go away, maybe at the end of the day this sport is not made for you. I hope I answer your question, man. Oh, no, I'm adding also, sometimes the pain can be induced by the support you're in, but also the way the support is. Like, for example, if the bars are too thick and your hands are too small, it's going to bend your wrist more than if the bars are smaller. Try to have equipment that works on your body, right? If you have very small hand, you're not going to take very thick bars because you can't close your hand and it's bending your wrist very painfully, right? So make sure to have equipment that is adapted to your morphology, right? That's also a pain factor that can be helped by that. And now I finished the question. That's all I had to say about that. Hey, you! Yeah, you! Okay, I'm a very bad actor. What I wanted to tell you guys is that I am sponsored by 10x. It's a wonderful brand. They are doing very, very cool equipment, clothes, and many more to come. So if you want to look cool and train with the same equipment that I use, make sure to go in the bio, click on the link, and yeah, I'm sure you'll find something you'll like. Anyway, let's go back to the video. Yeah, perfect.
All right.
Perfect, dude. You have that in your blood. You're the best cameraman I've seen, dude. Everyone put a like for Elijah that is recording and doing this freaking best job. So yeah, I wanted to finish this little Q&A by replying to some very frequently asked questions. So first of all, do I train legs? No, I do not train legs. It's irrelevant in calisthenics. The goal of calisthenics is to lift your legs. So if you're going to put more weight in your legs, it's just going to make the job more difficult. So it's not it is just not the goal. Other question, what do I eat in general during the day? So I try to stay, I think everything is fine as long as you try to be the lighter possible before the training. So I try to not eat like 4 or 5 hours before the training. And you can eat everything like lots of fruit, lots of vegetables, lots of meat, lots of fish, like everything that is light and that is going to keep you lean. Perfect. Other very frequently asked questions could be, will I do videos in Spanish or in French? No, I'll stay in English for now, so I can reach as many people as possible. But maybe when I'll have the money at one point I will dub the videos. But for now, it's clearly not the case. But I'll work for it. Other questions. What is the next competition coming? Right now, I don't really have plans, but there is one cool competition maybe in Spain that I would like to do with Elias. There is a couple of competition coming in Switzerland, maybe in France. Depends on if someone invites me or not. Other frequently asked questions. Do you have any in mind? Will I come to India? No, not for now, guys. It's not in the plan. Maybe if someone invites me, but no, for now it's not in the plan. And yeah, I think that's about it. Maybe I'll do a part 2 if I forgot a lot of questions, but I think that's it for now. Thank you a lot for watching the videos, guys. Thank you a lot for watching this video, especially. I'm really happy to do this with you and do this adventure. let's see where it's taking us. And don't forget to leave a little like, leave a little comment maybe, share it to your friends. And yeah, thank you for living this adventure with me. Take care of you guys and see you very soon.